1. Exploring the new Galaxy Watch 8 tiles, the best feature of One UI 8 watch. 2. The Galaxy Watch 8, a love-hate relationship. 1. Exploring the new Galaxy Watch 8 tiles, the best feature of One UI 8 watch. Imagine unlocking a world of information with just a flick of your wrist. The new Galaxy Watch 8 tiles are a game-changer, allowing you to access your most important data with unprecedented ease. But here's where it gets controversial. Wear OS tiles have always been about convenience, letting you scroll through essential information like Samsung Health goals, weather updates, and calendar reminders without the hassle of opening individual apps. Yet, it could be a bit of a treasure hunt when you needed to find that one piece of information buried in a dozen tiles. But with One UI 8 watch on the Galaxy Watch 8 series, Samsung has flipped the script with themed tile groupings that make the most of your watch's display space. Imagine rotating your classic bezel and having a health tile present your daily goals, energy score, sleep data, breathing exercises, and ECGs all in one place. And it gets even better, you can customize this tile with additional metrics like your antioxidant index and blood oxygen data, or even add cycle tracking and medication reminders. The fitness tile offers a quick start for your favorite workouts, body composition data, and together friend challenges. And the basic tile keeps your weather, calendar, battery status, and music playback controls at your fingertips. These tiles might remind you of the Apple Watch's Smart Stack, but with a touch of Android's trademark customization. Instead of a jumbled pile of widgets, you can organize them into smaller, themed categories. Plus, you have the flexibility to choose between a narrower oblong tile for 2 per display space or a taller squircle that shows a hint of more data below. However, there's a catch: Google and third-party apps only support traditional, full tile layouts. But I have a feeling that Samsung will soon allow other Wear OS app developers to create their own mini-tile views. These new tiles have become an instant favorite, allowing you to fit more apps into your routine without committing to something you won't use every day. The Galaxy Watch 8 and Pixel Watch 4 took different paths with their tiles, but Samsung's approach feels more like customizing your Galaxy S25 home screen. You can swipe left to access organized apps and widgets, making it easier to see more information at once, even if it's smaller. And scrolling through one themed health tile to decide which option to tap feels more intuitive than memorizing tile order. While I'm eager to test the Pixel Watch 4 UI, I can't help but feel that Google's Wear OS 6 tiles optimize the old way of doing things, while Samsung's One UI 8 watch tiles transform the experience. This could make you more likely to use apps that you previously ignored on your Galaxy Watch Ultra because of limited tile slots and an overwhelming app drawer. Thankfully, this aspect of One UI 8 watch will come to other Galaxy watches later this year, though the watch August 7's Exynos W1000 chip makes scrolling especially smooth. So, until then, you'll just have to wait patiently for this cool new feature. New kind of classic, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 8 Classic takes the Ultra template and adds the rotating bezel you love. It's a fresh look that's surprisingly attractive in person and packed with all the latest tech, including the new Exynos chip, upgraded health sensors, GPS, and a shortcut button to please Watch 6 Classic fans. Michael, Android Central's resident expert on wearables and fitness, brings years of experience from TechRadar, Wearable, Windows Central, and digital trends. His passion for running has established him as an expert on fitness watches, testing and reviewing models from top brands like Garmin, Fitbit, Samsung, Apple, Coros, Polar, Amazfit, Suunto, and more. 2. The Galaxy Watch 8, a love-hate relationship. Feeling let down by a premium gadget? You're not alone, and yet, I might still urge you to buy it. Here's the inside story on the Galaxy Watch 8, a smartwatch that frustrated me in ways I didn't expect, yet remains my top pick for most users. But here's where it gets controversial. The supposed crown jewel, the new running coach, left me shaking my head. After over 20 years running everything from half marathons to neighborhood 5 Burmese chots, I wasn't hoping for Olympic glory, but I certainly didn't expect to be lumped in with absolute beginners. Either Samsung's coaching algorithms are locked in a rigid box, or the Galaxy Watch 8 is simply trying to goad users like me into proving it wrong. I reached out to Samsung for clarification, but I'm still waiting for any answers. Despite that frustration, the Galaxy Watch 8, starting at $350, $50 more than last year's Watch 7, gets so much else right that I can still recommend it as a standout Wear OS smartwatch. The headline act. Gemini, Google's AI assistant, appears here on a smartwatch for the first time and, surprisingly, doesn't feel like a half-baked gimmick. The Galaxy Watch 8 is among the most comfortable wearables I've tested, and while its style may be up for debate, it excels with a dazzlingly bright screen and new, more precise health sensors. Let's break it down. Score, 8.2/10. Pros. 2 size options, ideal for even smaller wrists. Lightweight, comfortable fit. Gemini handles voice commands quickly and helpfully. Newly added health sensors deliver more in-depth analysis. Display brightness makes it easy to read even on a sunny day. Cons. Priced $50 above predecessor. The squarish frame is divisive. Some health-related tools still need to be manually set up. Running coach's reliability is currently questionable. Exclusive watch band connectors hurt third-party options. 40mm models battery life tops out at just 30 hours. And this is the part most people miss. In a world suddenly brimming with affordable smart bands and rings promising to track every heartbeat, Samsung is gambling that consumers want a smarter, longer-term health partner. The Galaxy Watch 8 wants to help slow the aging clock, focus on preventive health, and deliver actionable data beyond just step counts and calorie burns. So, what do you actually get? Beyond basic tracking, the Watch 8 brings advanced cardiovascular stats, a unique skin antioxidant index, smarter sleep analysis, and that new, if imperfect, digital running coach. Nearly every upgrade revolves around Samsung's top-shelf bioactive sensor, exclusive to the Series 8 and Ultra models. Important note, none of these are certified medical devices, so it's wise to treat their insights as guidance, not gospel. With just a week of use, some new features are still rough around the edges, but others hint at genuine innovation. Pair the Watch 8 with a Galaxy phone and you have a health and productivity sidekick that's more independent, and convincing, than ever. For those itching to try it themselves, pre-orders start at $350 for the 40mm version and $380 for the 44mm. Add an extra $50 if you want LTE. Galaxy Watch 8's running coach, room for improvement. The promise was music to my training-weary ears, a personal digital coach generating tailored running plans and live feedback. Setup took just a quick questionnaire about my habits and a record of my longest recent run, a 5K for me. While I'm what you'd call a get-up-and-go runner, 30 minutes if I'm lucky, not a playlist perfectionist, the watch needed me to listen to feedback. Thankfully, you don't need headphones. A quick volume up with Gemini lets the onboard speaker do its work, even though it's not overly loud. In practice, the coach had me do interval runs, warm-up, moderate pace, sprint, cool-down, for roughly 14 minutes. The feedback voice was disappointingly robotic, not the motivational human touch you'd hope for. Because I was recovering from travel and an ACL sprain, a perfect performance wasn't likely. Still, I averaged 9:45 per mile and had just finished a 5K, so being told I was still a beginner stung a bit, especially since the assigned plan was to work up to a 5K again. More puzzling, a coworker who walked the whole test got the same generic training plan. So, how personalized can this be? Can a rookie and a veteran get the same program? Shouldn't a running coach, smart or not, know better? For now, my enthusiasm is muted. Maybe more run data will allow it to adjust, but right now, running coach feels half-baked, a potential deal-breaker for some runners. Does Samsung need a different approach here? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Antioxidant Index, gimmick or game changer? Next, the Galaxy Watch 8 introduces a truly novel feature, measuring the skin's antioxidant index by detecting carotenoids, those health-boosting compounds found in colorful veggies like carrots and spinach. At first, I hardly knew what antioxidants did beyond sounding healthy. Turns out, as the NIH explains, antioxidants neutralize free radicals, nasty molecules linked to stress, nutrition, pollution, and ultimately, conditions like heart disease or premature aging. It's basically preventive maintenance. Keeping these levels up is good for your long-term health. Samsung's new sensor doesn't even use your wrist for readings, too much interference from light and blood vessels. Instead, you're prompted to place your thumb on the sensor for a quick scan. Your result appears as a score from 0 to 100, ranked as very low, low, or adequate. My initial score, 67, in the low range, was humbling. Apparently, traveling, poor sleep, and the stress of a product launch can outweigh the virtues of a good diet. The health app recommended half a pear to help, which seemed oddly specific, not 5 blueberries, not a full apple, just half a pear. These nudges are helpful, but a little vague, and results won't change overnight even if you double down on green smoothies for a day. Still, the fact that your watch can guess your antioxidant status, without a lab visit or blood sample, is quite incredible. The challenge lies in making that number relatable. More actionable advice would help. Until then, it's a cool but not must-have feature in my book. Design, form follows function, but will longtime fans agree? The new design is polarizing. Imagine the Watch 7 and the beefier Watch Ultra had a baby, a somewhat awkward, squircle-shaped baby. Gone is the reassuring circular bezel of old, replaced by bold square edges and a band system that locks you into Samsung's accessories, shutting.